All right, welcome back to JonesyCast. Hey, I'm Jonesy, and this is the cast. Please like and subscribe if you would like to subscribe. We're back on relationship advice posted by user XS Noodle 2 minutes ago. Do you eat too many noodles? Anyway, don't worry about that. I, female 24, am not sure if the guy 23 I'm seeing actually wants a relationship. All right, I've read the whole post, so anyone else other than the OP that wants the context, please click the link in the description. This is for XS Noodle. Essentially, you need to have this philosophy in life, okay? Again, I've read the post. I don't listen to what people say. I watch what they do, because what they do tells me what they want. Okay? Reverse this video and listen to that again. I'm 34 now. I've been in a relationship for 2 years. And I dated dozens and dozens of women before that in my 20s. And I told them things that I meant in the moment that I could not fulfill. You have to understand that there's two elements when people make a promise or start talking about what they want. There's the intention and there's the capacity. So this young man that you're talking about may have the intention to be with you in a year, but does he have the capacity? I mean, he's talking a good game, but I don't listen to what people say. I watch what they do, right? Now, you've said we met on Hinge at the beginning of October and had a lot of chemistry. We met 4 times so far. The first time we met up, he was really touchy, like he wanted to hug and cuddle right off the bat. I told him I wasn't comfortable with being so close when we just met. I heard it's a red flag if a guy wants more than even a hug on the first date because it means they aren't going to take you seriously. Okay. It's not necessarily a red flag, but red flags are not objective. Red flags are subjective, which means a red flag to you would be different to a red flag to my missus, right? On the first date, me and my missus got drunk as skunks and ended up in bed together. I mean, what do you want? But we didn't have sex, right? Because she didn't want to. So I was like, okay, then we'll just keep hanging out. We've just kept hanging out, right? Now, it's a little weird that he is touchy, but that could just be his love language. The question is not whether or not he's touchy. The question is whether or not he's willing to pull back a little bit to give you comfort, to make you comfortable. Now, it seems like the last 2 times we met up, we've ended up having sex, even though I was very clear that I wasn't interested in hooking up before we made plans. Well, you've gone and done it now. So here is what he has learned. He has learned that you say one thing and you do another thing. Now, I'm not blaming you for that because I've done exactly what you're talking about, right? I didn't want to hook up with her, but I fucking ended up at her house, right? Multiple times. But what she learned, is that I did one thing and said another. So you need to, as of watching this video, you need to establish your boundaries and you need to be okay with the rejection associated with those boundaries, okay? Because here's what's going to happen. You're going to hang out with him and you're going to say, I don't want to have sex. And then he's going to say, me, 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 me. He's going to try to get you into bed somehow. Like, oh, but we've already done it. Like, why are you so uncomfortable? Why are you changing the rules now and stuff? Because we've met 4 times and I have a right to change the rules, motherfucker. That's why. And if he doesn't like it, that's fine. He can go and find a girl who's willing to submit to his every whim, you know? But when you enforce your boundaries, you need to hold. You need to hold. Otherwise, what will happen is that he will just tread over you because he'll do it persuasively and nicely and sweetly and with sugar on top, right? It may be the case that you've already crossed the boundary so that you can't pull back in his mind, in which case he will reject you because you've changed the rules. And again, if you want to change the rules, change the rules. Just have a chat with him and say, look, I don't want to sleep with you for a month. I want to make sure that you're in this for me, not just for this, right? For this. You have a right to do that and you should exercise that right because nobody will do that for you, especially him, right? It seems like this guy's not looking out for you. So you have to look out for you. I look out for me and my missus looks out for me and I look out for her, right? He's not looking out for you. So we went for a hike this past weekend and he talks about us in the context of a year. Yeah, look, I mean, who cares? I don't care. He's talking shit. What has he done? What has he done to ensure that you two will be together in a year, right? If he hasn't done anything, now I don't necessarily know that he can do anything, which means that he should shut the fuck up about a year. He should start talking to you about what he can really affect. Hey, let's keep hanging out and stuff. This is far too early to talk about a year. You two don't know if you're going to be together in 3 months, right? So that's what I would be thinking about. This gives me the impression that he's serious, but the other stuff he does tells me otherwise. Okay, so he's got contradictory behavior. Pay attention to that, right? Pay attention to the fact that his words don't match his actions. From the start of which I hear is a red flag and that he isn't taking me seriously. I don't know if he's taking you seriously. I don't think so. But I do know that he's not taking your desires and what you say seriously. But then again, you have the same issue that you don't necessarily know if you could take what he's saying seriously. This is cooked, mate. This is cooked. Excess noodle. It's cooked. You're a cooked noodle, but that's okay because we all go through it, right? Here is what I would do if I was in your position. And I've said this 100 times and I'll say it again. You need to write down in a book or a diary with your hands and a pen. And I mean that, right? There's a reason I say that. You need to write down what you want and don't want in a relationship. For example, he respects my boundaries. He asks me and then makes space for what I say. And I do the same thing, right? That's what you want. What you don't want is someone who disrespects your boundaries, just does what he wants anyway, convinces you to have sex when you don't want to have sex or said you didn't want to, right? What you want and don't want, what you want and don't want in yourself as a woman, and what you want and don't want in a man. And then when you write all those things down in different lists, compare him to those lists. And he's not going to match it. I can guarantee you that. And then you have your answer. The problem is that we have all these thoughts in our head, and then we think when they're in front of us, oh my God, he's so handsome and stuff. Or like, he's so charming and stuff. But that's in the moment, right? What you need to do is in the quiet of your own bedroom, write down what you want, don't want in a relationship, yourself and a man, so that when you come home again after the next date, feeling a little bit icky, you can look at that list and remind yourself, hey, that's not what I wanted. This is what I want. So this is what I'm going to go for. And then once you do that, look, he could meet that list, in which case you're fine. I don't think that's going to happen though. But when you do that, you can then start building yourself into the woman you need to be to get the man that you want to have. Because there's a man for you out there, right? Could be him, probably not. Could be somewhere else. If you're not the woman you need to be, when that man walks past you, you're going to miss him, right? And that just means, getting your life together, building yourself up, doing all the good things, exercising, reading, writing, thinking, articulating, being with friends, socializing, building your career, et cetera, et cetera. You see how many things you have to do aside from a relationship? And this boy's just coming in causing drama in your life. Hey, I hope this video has helped you. I know that it is a complex issue. I am just some guy on the internet, but I wish you the best. Good luck.